Hello and welcome to That Audio Jacob, the podcast where you can catch up on all of your That Video Jacob and That Audio Jacob needs. Anyways, we have our special guest this week, MrSimple, also known as Jonah. You may remember him from the 10-minute SMP, the Game Awards Classics, and of course the Goldfish Chronicles. Say hi, Jonah.
Hey everyone, glad to be here. Thanks for having me, Jacob.
Oh, of course, of course. Any new projects you've been working on? Like, what have you been up
Oh
to?
yeah, I've been, I've been really working myself up, trying to get a stream together. You may know I do that from time to time.
Oh right, yeah, no, your calculus streams and the Wizard 101, that was a good
hmm
one. That was a popular one.
Classic. Streamed my entire first playthrough of Elden Ring. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
Got
that was a
two
good.
or three views on that.
Well, I remember the one collaboration you did. What was that? Jake Station? Oh God, I shouldn't have brought him up. Oh no,
Who?
not important. No,
Oh, okay.
it's yeah. So, anyways, you've been setting up your stream. So, what are you gonna stream? What kind of things you got going on over there?
Oh man, well it takes a lot of time and consideration to really figure out what would be a good stream. Uh, it can be really complicated sometimes. I know you've had some experience with that as well, but
Right.
it's been a while, so I've got to figure out the right thing to get back into it. So it's mostly just been, do I want to stream myself doing homework or do I want to stream like a video game? That's what it's been.
Mm-hmm. There was that one stream. I believe you streamed Fortnite for the first time. What was it? 3 years ago now.
Yeah,
That was a
I think
classic.
so.
It was a real outlier on that one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that won't be happening again.
Thank God. No, thank God. It was a. We, I think there was some Kirby lore in that one.
Was that the? Yeah, that might have been the one.
There's some Kirby lore. Like I don't remember from who though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
It
think
just
there was
kind of
just some.
materialized, I think, at
I
some
think there was
point.
some guy in our party.
Yeah, what a weirdo.
Autofill. Yeah. So as you remember, I'm working on the Game Awards video. That should be coming out fairly soon. It's a little late, but I've seen some other people post their Game Awards reaction videos semi recently. So
Yeah, yeah,
I guess timeliness doesn't matter for popularity. I guess you could just kind of post it whenever.
right. Well, if
So
anything, you don't have any competition now.
that's true. That's true. Anybody in like June, they're gonna be all they're all gonna be like, yeah,
Yeah.
man, I need to watch
That's
a
when
Game
everyone's
Awards
gonna want
video.
to know. Man, I wonder what Game Award was. Game of the Year 2024 is June of 2025. That's the peak, really.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. I think they're gonna be thinking, yeah, that's when it's gonna hit them. They're gonna be lying awake at night. It's gonna be like 2 a.m. Their eyes burst open. Boom. Oh my God, what did that video Jacob and MrSimple think of best family game? Which one won? I don't even remember. So they have to check
Yeah,
out the channel to
yeah.
see.
That- That's the one and only place they need to know what are our thoughts. That was
No, that's exactly it.
yeah.
They won't even know who we are. They just know that like we had an opinion that they hadn't heard yet, so they have to seek that out. And thankfully, that's when I'm going to be posting the video. I have to corner that market right before Summer Games Fest, while people are still thinking about video games. So yeah, all right. I think that's good for introductions. If unless you have anything else you want to say to the people at home.
No, no, that was yeah. We're good to move on. You got something to talk about? You want
Yeah.
to?
Before we started recording, I did bring up. It's been a troubling couple of months. People, ever since I started this podcast, people have been asking me, Jacob, you got to take some authority. You got to take some responsibility to talk about things that actually matter. You know, we could sit here for hours talking about Minecraft hardcore videos and what other garbage there is out there. But what matters is things that we should be talking about, not things that nobody's they aren't going to matter in the long run, right? So I think it's finally time I do that myself and actually show some backbone in this world, because people are so afraid to discuss their thoughts and feelings. You know that.
Right. Yeah. Opinions are like the worst thing you could have on the internet, really.
No, absolutely.
It's a scary place out there. So
It
really
yeah.
proud of you stepping up like this. This is
No,
impressive.
I have to thank you for agreeing to be on this episode in particular, because I know that it's probably gonna ignite some angry comments, no doubt. But
I'm sure it will. Yeah, this is risky even for me.
well, yeah, especially with you coming to stream and everything. But I think I think we can do this. I think we can talk about this. So I'm going to send you this picture of a table I found, and it's a really weird table. Um, but yeah, sure. So, what do you
Mm.
see when you see this table? Because what I see is just a nice oak, maybe I don't know what that is. Maybe mahogany, flat
Yeah,
countertop.
yeah, it's a really nice like handcrafted, um, really artisan. Yeah, I'd say maybe oak. I'm not too good with my woods either personally, but maybe oak, maybe mahogany looks really well
Well,
made.
yeah, I don't know if it's like spruce. You know, like
Could
I don't
be
know. Definitely not
some type
birch
of
or
pine.
acacia. It's absolutely
No, no.
not
Yeah,
those.
we would be able to tell if it was orange, but yeah, no, it's
Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. The environment around this table, it's kind of weird. I don't know why it's in like a void, but it's still casting a shadow. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like it's a perfectly white void.
yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't describe it as a white void. It's very well illuminated, I would say. It's very well lit, but I don't know about white void. I'd go for uh you know, well illuminated sort of basement vibes is what I'm sort of getting. Maybe with like a I don't know, some type of let's see. I don't know, some type of medieval weaponry or something, like medieval basement dungeon
Medieval
or
weapon.
something. That's what I'm getting.
The hell are you talking about? Does your basement look like a professional photo shoot like area? Like this is just all white. There's nothing in here. It's on like
No,
a
I'm
it's a
I'm seeing
This
like
table's on
a
like it has like a black metal support.
yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing black. That could be metal. Very well. It's definitely got metal on it, but I don't know about if if the support's going to be metal there. I do see some black metal support, hanging from the ceiling. Could be like some type of cage, maybe.
Cage, a cage.
Yeah, yeah. You don't see that?
No, what the hell are you talking about? A cage?
Yeah, and then it's right next to the Iron Maiden.
Are you just messing with me? Like what is this?
No,
I
we're
I'm
looking.
I'm
I'm
trying
looking
to
at the
take a
picture you
stand. I'm
sent.
trying to take a stand right now and show something that
I know
matters.
this is
Something that we see
important.
in our
This is an
everydays,
important topic.
everything we see in our everyday life. This table,
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's a
but
nice table.
there's no Iron Maiden. I don't know where you go on an
I'm,
everyday basis, but I don't see an Iron Maiden every day, and
I'm seeing it
axes
right.
and
Yeah, I'm seeing it
cages.
right there. It's got like a judge head on top. Like the judge from court. It's got that, and it's got the curls on the side and everything. It's a really weird one, but it looks like an Iron Maiden. It's weird.
I I invited you onto this podcast because I thought that you might want to take this a bit seriously. I don't know I don't know what you thought this podcast was going to be. If this was going to be some bits, some jokes, some gaffs, some goofs. This is this is serious business. And
Oh, I know. Yeah,
I
yeah, of
would I would
course.
just
Yeah.
appreciate it if you tried to take this a bit seriously.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's yeah, you know, it's fine. I'm just gonna send. I'm gonna send the table again, okay? And
Okay.
you're gonna tell me what you see. The same
All right.
table.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, what is it that you see?
So that's I see really nice, like clean cut, like well sanded. Really, that's really impressively, like really finely made, super level, probably machine uh crafted.
No,
Yeah, I don't
what
know what that. Hmm. What?
what are you talking about?
Looking at the table, looks,
The table I'm
you know,
looking at right now is covered in like red. I don't know what that is. Wait.
you
No, no,
is
no, no.
red. What?
I've seen that before.
Yeah. What? I don't.
That's Archduke Franz Ferdinand's blood right there.
What? Are you? How can you tell it's his blood? What?
In the famous photograph where he got shot. In the background there's a
Was he?
table that like got splattered. Do you remember?
Was there?
Yeah. No, it's I swear to God.
Oh,
Do you
I.
not see
You have a
do you not see
good.
the red?
No, I don't. I don't see red. I
I
just
don't
see a really nice, well-made table. Really sturdy.
well, I'm telling you right now it's it's covered in red and I'm pretty sure that's Archduke Franz Ferdinand's blood.
Wow. Did they just like dry it on there? Like, I'm not seeing that, but you,
Well, it's a little bit sanded over. I'm sure that like they tried to recover the table after it was done, but like it's definitely there. Like I'm seeing it.
hmm.
I mean,
I'm not seeing. That's crazy.
I guess I wasn't in the room when they took the picture, but like if I was, I would pull out my forensics kit and try to do a DNA test, see whose blood that is. But unfortunately, I'm not. Nor do I know
Yeah.
where this picture was taken, but I can only assume it was at the same spot where you know what happened, the wrong corner.
Oh, like they never moved. Like it's a historical monument. It's part of the.
Yeah, you know where like Burr shot Hamilton? How that's like a
Hmm.
wait, no,
Where
who shot who? Was it Han?
I don't I don't know anything about Hamilton, honestly. But
Was Han did
the guy shot Lincoln. That's probably still there.
Hamilton shot Lincoln? Yeah, I think you're right. I think I got it mixed up. I think I yeah, no, you're right. You're right. No, no, no.
Yeah.
It was definitely Hamilton shot
Yeah.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
Um
And right after he turned into a vampire. I remember that. That was part of the history lesson.
what are you
Uh
talking about?
Abraham Lincoln the Vampire Slayer.
Was that a
And and
documentary?
and, and Hamilton turned, and then he was tasked to kill Lincoln in retribution. And you can go visit the theater today, and his body's
At
still
Ford
there. They
Theater?
never moved it.
At the Harrison Ford Theater?
Yeah, Harrison Ford Theater, right
I guess
next
that
to
makes sense.
Greedo. They keep
Huh.
them next to each other as a historical monument.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right about that. I think that is what they did. I remember when George Lucas went in, he did all those stupid changes to make things,
Mm-hmm.
more how he
Yeah,
wanted it
he
to
went in
be.
after the edit and
Yeah,
changed things around.
I think he moved the location to be more
I think,
interesting to history.
yeah, 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 more culturally sensitive to uh, presidents. Um,
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if Abraham Lincoln would appreciate that. If he would
yeah,
appreciate his like death place being moved by George Lucas, but I guess he got all the permits signed and everything. It's a little stupid that we
I
let
think
that
he'd be
happen.
honored to be next to Greedo on Mount Rushmore. I think.
Yeah. I
I
guess
think
that
right
saves
there
you a trip.
with the two other presidents. What The other two,
You're talking about
I
Howard
can never remember
Taft.
their names. Howard Taft?
Yeah, Howard Taft, and William Henry Harrison. Those two.
Yeah.
I think those two are the. I mean, it makes the trip to Mount Rushmore all the more special, I guess.
Yeah.
Since you could also see Ford Theater, Greedo, and the Grand Canyon.
Mm-hmm. Peter Griffin up there too. I remember when they added him to Mount Rushmore.
No, that was a great episode. That was a great episode when they
Yeah.
did that. He kicked Mel Gibson off the
Yeah.
off the
Yeah. That was
off the.
beautiful. So well drawn.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Wasn't he? What was it? What was the joke? Was he pretending to be a booger at one point?
Yeah, no, yeah. See, I'm surprised you remember that. I'm surprised
Such
you
good
remember that.
writing. I'm like Seth
Are you being
MacFarlane. I'm so
sarcastic?
impressed. Seth MacFarlane and George Lucas should like collaborate on
Are
something.
you are you being sarcastic
What?
about Family Guy? Are you being sarcastic?
No, no, no.
I'm
I
telling
love
you
Family
right
Guy.
now, if you are being sarcastic about Family Guy, I will actually rip through my computer screen to grab you and throw you across the room. I swear to God.
Oh shit. No, no. I love Family Guy. Watch it sometimes.
Okay. All right.
I
As
love
long as.
Family Guy funny moments compilation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's the last Family Guy funny moments you watched?
Uh, you want the episode number or just like what was the moment I
Just
saw?
the moment, the funny moment.
Last one I saw was oh, let me think. It was the guys at the Clam,
Right.
and Cleveland and Peter did a race swap.
You're right.
They had to change their pigmentation.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last one I saw, and that was like 2 days ago.
I did see that in my my recommendations too. So I guess
Yeah, that was
I
a
guess
pretty
that
good
checks
one.
out. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. That was a pretty good bit. I'm glad that Peter's like everyone's favorite character.
Yeah, he's a
He's
universal constant, really.
Yeah. You know, the last Family Guy funny moment I saw, it was Carter, like Lois's dad. I don't know why I'm explaining.
Hmm.
You know who Carter is.
Oh, I'm familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, he had to watch The Big Bang Theory and host a little party in his house while watching it. Yeah, it's crazy because they actually got the voice actors, the actors from The Big Bang
Oh
Theory to
man,
voice
they
act for
got
the bit.
Bazinga.
Yeah, they got Mr. Bazinga himself, Jim
Wow,
Pardon. They got Jim Pardon himself to voice Sheldon.
that's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, it was crazy. I can't believe that they did that. I don't know what like licensing went through with that because Family Guy's on Fox and Big Bang Theory I
What?
think was made
Yeah,
by
what's
like
Big Bang Theory on?
I think that show was made by Jesus himself, but
Oh yeah, yeah, probably.
it's cool that
I heard he rose 3 days after getting shot on one of that table that we're looking at. They
wait, what do
like
you the
they like
table?
they like took Jesus, they put him on that table, and then they like shot him, and then 3 days later he was fine.
That table?
I think so. I mean, it's been a while since I read the Bible, but I think it's that one. It looks like it.
I don't recall the Bible being a picture book, but if you
Some versions are.
No, no, no. All right. No, 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 no. That's it. That's it. Okay. I'm telling you right now, this table is not the one that they hung Jesus on. They did not shoot him in the hands on this table. This is Archduke Franz Ferdinand's table of death. I'm
Okay.
telling you. I'm
All
telling
right.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. No. This is that table. I don't know which table you've seen.
I mean, it was probably just an artist rendition. They probably copied it from Archduke Franz Ferdinand's death, anyways. They probably like used the most influential table they knew. It's an artist rendition, really. It's probably that. Yeah, that's probably what happened.
It does kind of look like that table, doesn't it?
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, if it was the same table Jesus got shot on, you think you'd see the bullet holes.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they got like Maybe his arms were over the side though. So.
Could have been a stunt table.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, they probably made a stunt table for it. Didn't want to ruin the fine craftsmanship on this one.
Yeah, no, it's a really good table. All right, I think
Yeah, that
yeah, I
was a
think that's
good
good.
talk.
Yeah, I think we had a good conversation about that table. I hope that that satisfied everybody's want for us to talk about something serious.
Yeah, nothing, no more controversial stuff,
Yeah, no,
please. Like
no, I know
for
that
the foreseeable future. This
I think
was intense.
I know I held you over the coals on that, but you know, I'm glad we talked about it. I think it really will help the people at home. And of course, I do mean no offense when talking about that table. You know, I thought that maybe it was just something we should bring up. We should talk about. It's
Yeah, it's an important topic, and we can't let censorship get in the way of the truth. All right, it's important to remember what really happened.
yeah. Oh, anyways, that reminds me. This video is sponsored by Mount Rushmore. I don't know
Oh
how I
hell
scored.
yeah!
I don't remember how I scored that deal, but it was an email. I was told to bring it up. I'm glad you did because that came up a bit more organically. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, if you do want to plan a visit to see Harrison Ford Theater, Greedo, Grand Canyon, all that stuff, Peter Griffin. Don't forget Peter
Hmm.
Griffin on there.
Hmm.
Make sure to use code TAJ, that audio Jacob. You can get what percentage? Did I tell you about this before? I feel like I
Yeah, I think it was like 15% off or something, which is kind of like a good. That's a really good deal actually.
yeah, I think it's 15%, but
It doesn't
it
sound
was
like a lot, but it is. It is a lot.
that is for the next week. So
Mm.
assuming that this post doesn't get delayed at all, you should be able to get your 15% off.
So
Yeah,
plan
I
that
guess
trip right
yeah,
away.
plan that trip right away. Hopefully this video doesn't get delayed at all. This podcast that would that'd really suck.
Yeah, that'd be a disaster, especially if it went up after like that week.
Yeah, that'd be really
That'd be awful. Ugh.
good thing Mount Rushmore already paid me for this deal. Thank God.
Yeah, nice.
All
Took the
right,
money up front. Nice.
yeah, no, they just wanted me to shout them out for the most part. They knew that this episode was going to be a big one, so they just wanted the money. They wanted the shout out, high level influencer talk. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
all the best influencers get deals like that, I've heard. I
yeah,
wouldn't
I know.
know.
Well, you'll get there. You'll get there. I think your next live stream, I think it should get, I don't know, 1,500 views
Oh, that'd be
live.
awesome.
I think that's, yeah, it's more than doable. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything you want to talk about left? Any things you want to plug? Any shout outs you want to make? Anything like that?
Uh, no, I don't think so. I think I don't. Besides that stream I have coming up, I don't think I've got much else going on. Just going day by day, doing my thing. I don't really
Mm-hmm.
have much else happening, so nothing to shout out. Except I guess my favorite show of all time, Family Guy. Huge fan, Seth MacFarlane. Really
Oh
looking forward
God,
to that Seth MacFarlane George Lucas collab.
I'm hoping we can get him on the. I'm hoping we can get him
Oh,
on the
that would be
podcast.
good. Yeah, you think we could?
I mean, I'll have to write him, but I think. Yeah, I mean, he keeps messaging me in the DMs asking like, "Hey, we want you on the show. We want you on the show," but it's. I don't know. I can't ever get my schedule to line up with his, but I don't know. We'll
Yeah, I
see if
bet
we
it's
can.
tough. It's you're busy. He's busy.
Yeah, we'll see if we could get him on here. It's a bit less of a requirement on his part, I think. But
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, thank you for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was my
Everybody
pleasure.
remember,
Thanks for having me.
now remember to check out MrSimple. I don't know what else, what other videos have you been in? I could bring up the Goldfish
What?
Chronicles. I don't know. I
Oh
think
yeah, yeah.
that's a good one. That's a good one. If you guys don't remember the Goldfish Chronicles, All right, so I will make sure to see you guys in the next audio podcast on That Audio Jacob.
Yeah, see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye-bye.